Hello YouTube, and welcome back to So You Want to Learn How to Crochet. And my name is Mandy. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do the ribbed stitch. It's a pretty nice stitch. You can see on both sides it looks ribbed. So this is a pretty fun stitch. And with this stitch you're using this single crochet just because it's a smaller stitch and it pops out a lot better. So now I was going to use a bigger needle in this one, so I grabbed some needles here. You can see I've got a K here, a J, and this huge one is an N. That huge one, an N, which is 9 millimeters. But I have this thread. Now this J would have been okay. It is kind of a bigger needle, you know. It's a little bit too big for this stitch, to do this stitch. Remember, when you pick your thread and your needle, you don't want your hook part of it to be too big. So we're going to do this G, which is the 4.25 millimeter. So you're just going to start off with your chain normally, and remember, you don't want to chain it tight. Alright, and it doesn't really matter how many chains you use for this one. It's not like the rippled stitch that I just did in the previous video, where you have to make sure you count. This one, no. You do not have to count. You do have to pay attention where you're putting your needle, though. It's got a small one. That's all we need, is just a small one so I can show you. And in this one, we're going to chain one, just like a single crochet. And if you don't know how to do the single crochet, then you can go back and look at my videos. I have on my very first video, that one is a long one, I do apologize for that. It shows you how to do the single crochet and the chain if you don't know how to do the chain. So, and I know at one video I told you that I like to make sure that I have 2 threads on top of the needle. I don't know if I can get you to see that. 2 threads on top of this needle and 1 on the bottom of the needle. Right there. There's 1 on the bottom of the needle. But you know what? For this stitch, you're going to go to the second chain, and you're not going to go through both of them. You're going to go through that. Let me see if I can't turn this so I can show you. Get that thread out of the way. You're going to go through the back one. There's 2 there. So I'm like going right in the center of them. Once I get to the second row, you'll be able to see it a lot better. You're just going to do your double crochet, and in each one of these you're going to go into, you're going to see it has like a little loop there. You're going to go in the back one. You're going to stick it right in the center of that loop, maybe, and then you're just going to do your single crochet. Alright, I'll show you. See, there's that little loop right there, and you're just going to go right in the center of that loop right there, stick it all the way through and do a single crochet. Alright, and again, you're going to go in the back one, and you're going to do your single crochet. So we're going to go through the end of this row, and when I get to turn it around, you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm talking about the double on top and the one on the bottom and going through the back one. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me pause it for a second. Okay, I have got the first row, and I'm at the last. I got 2 more chains here. So you want to make sure you're going through that last hoop and you're single crocheting. Now in this last one, that's the very first one you started. See, you don't want that hanging off on your afghan now, do you? So, and this one is sometimes a pickle to do. So I'm just gonna stick it through. And do a single crochet. And remember, we just got to flip it around. And you're going to do 1 chain. Now, you can see now on the top here how it looks like a chain, because and you can see that 2 little hoops. You're going to go in this back hoop right here. You're just going to stick your needle right in the center and bring it out the back. You're not going to stick it all the way through like we did before through the small hole. You're going to stick it right through there, and you're going to single crochet. And in the next one, you can see you're going to stick it through just that back hoop there. See how I got it right there in the center? And single crochet. See? Notice that. You're going to stick it through, and then you're going to bring it around and single crochet. See? You're going to stick it in, bring it around, and single crochet. You can see it's starting right here. It's starting to pooch out. So this is actually, once you get going, finding that back hoop, sticking it in that back one, and bringing it out and single crocheting. This is actually, I think this is actually, it's a pretty nice stitch. I mean, if you are going to make something with this stitch, because everything is so close and tight together, this is going to be very warm. If you are daring enough, make a sweater. I did, a long time ago, made a sweater for my son when he was really, really, really little. I didn't use this stitch though. A scarf. This would be really pretty for a scarf. An afghan. This would make a very warm afghan, or a very warm hat. It's endless of what you can do. And we're just going to stick it in, bring it around, and single crochet. Stick it in, bring it around, single crochet. Stick it, see? 2 little hoopies there. I know I say things over again, but I just want to make sure that you guys can do this stitch. I hope you are making something, crocheting. Take a picture of it. Copy, let me see. Put it down in the comments. Let me see what you're working on. Do you have any questions about this stitch? Is there, anything you want to know? Any information that you might want to add that I may be missing? Just leave a comment down below. And if you like these videos, if you like the tutorials on how to crochet, I've got quite a few of them out there now. That just let me know what you're thinking. just like the video, hit the share button, and the next time I put another video on, you'll get a notification, you know, that, hey, Mandy's got another video, so you want to learn how to crochet. What is she going to do now? So, like my video and subscribe to my channel. So I'm here. We're at the end of it again. And you see, right there, you're gonna stick it through, just like that, and single crochet. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Now, if you go like, if you're on for sure, if you need to, if you went to the end of the row or not, just kind of like, you know, straighten it out a little bit, you know, do a little tug on it, you know, not you know, like that, but, you know, and see, you know, see this side, it's pretty straight, and you can actually tell, you know, because once you turn this, let's say we're going to stop right here, and we turn it, and it's going to come back this way. I think that we need to add another one. I think, because look at all that hanging out right there. Do you actually want it to be like that? I would not. So let's flip it back over. Alright. Let's get our yarn in the right position. Everything must be in the right position. Alright, now this is right here. Let me see. Back it up. You can actually see there's a stitch there. And this is, the ends for me are always, are not always, are sometimes, you know, a little difficult, because once you turn, the chains start to tighten up a little bit, because this is where you did your chain. So we're just going to stick it through and single crochet, and then we're going to flip it around, and we're going to do the one chain. We're going to test it out real fast, and we're going to actually go again to this very next one. There's this, the very end of it, you know, look at yours. Does it look like that? Go to this very next one and go to that back one. Stick your needle in that back one, wrap it around, pull it through, and sometimes your thread will split a little bit. Just go like that, fix it out. There we go. Stick it back through, wrap it around, pull it through, stick it back in there. I hope you guys can see this. Just let me know what you're thinking. Do you like my videos? I'm going to have a lot more coming out. So like my videos and subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss none of them. So let's see what we did. Yep, I think we were on the right track there. Yep, very nice. So let me know what you think about this rib stitch. It's actually really nice, and I hope you are making something. I hope you are practicing, practice until you get brave enough to make the nap again. I am so wanting to hear from you guys. So leave me a little comment down below, and I want to thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Happy crocheting.